Right, what's happening? It's a bit of a miserable day today, so me and Chan's got up on a bit of a last minute thing. We're going to go to that little haydock meet. We're probably not going to be there very long. It's not going to be the longest video of my life. Might even be rubbish because the weather's rubbish, so who knows. But this is the life of a car enthusiast. Sometimes it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Not all the meets you go to are brilliant, not all the car shows you go to are brilliant. Sometimes it's shite. I have a feeling today's going to be a shite one. Being followed by some fancy Jag though, so hopefully that's coming and I'll get a look around that. But anyway, we'll see what happens when we get there, and yeah, I'll come back in a bit. So look, we'll get a better look of it later, but this is Chan's Evo 6. He's had this for I don't know how long, 15 years. It's nice, isn't it? I'll get you a better look around it in a bit, but we're on the road and we're heading to the location, so that's really what I was following. So look, this is us coming into the pub, Lymewood Farm. There you go, and it's this pub car park, so you go around this roundabout. Around here. Now obviously I'm not holding the camera, my friend John is, but it's looking pretty empty to be honest with you, so nice one Cham for bringing us to a dead meet. We'll see what happens. But I said it, didn't I? I knew it was going to be dead. I had a feeling, but you never know, we're early and it might pick up. So there's Chan pulling in. We're being told where to park in a public car park. And there we go. I think we'll spend the time getting more videos of Chan's car than anything else. Right, quick walk around. We've obviously got my car. We've got Chan's Evo 6. We'll get some more info on this in a bit. We've got this nice Volvo. We've got this Ford Zephyr, which is loud and like proper nostalgic type thing. I'm assuming it's a V8, I don't really know. I'm sure I'll catch up with the guy in a bit because there's only about 5 people here. We've got a Beetle, a Volvo and then a Datsun. Let's have a look at this thing. Oh, and another Cayman's turned up. We'll get that in a minute. Look at this. So that is a 280, and I tend to recognise them because they seem to have like a longer nose on them. And yeah, I used to like these a lot. My uncle had stuff like this when I was a kid. So this one's a T-top. Let's have a look at this T-top. Look at that. This is the stuff you don't get these days. So look, it's a turbo. You're saying this is like a factory option, not factories in Nissan, but factories in the dealership. You could spec it from new and they'd send it to Jan Speed and they would do this turbo conversion. So this was done brand new. Let's get around and have a look at the turbo.
An 80s, 70s, 80s night, and then a modern day one back in the day, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you got used to all.
So yeah, so it's basically all factory. It's about 200 horsepower, give or take. Not 60 in about 8 seconds. Full velour interior. Well yeah, by modern standards, maybe you don't think that's that quick, and with Supras all on 1,000 horsepower these days and what have you. Well, that would have been solid back in the day. So let's go look at that. So that really is the original sleeper, because you wouldn't expect it to have a turbo one. But there you go, isn't it interesting? And look what we've got, 987.2. It's parked next to me. Don't look good. And we've got this thing that I know nothing about, but it's a Rover, an old Rover. So back when Americans were driving Cadillacs, this is what our granddads were driving. Old Rovers like this. We've got this Focus ST turned up. This is quite nice. And then Big Nips has brought his T-Grow. 2.5 litre V6 in that. It's quite nice. And look at this thing. Ooh. Lovely, isn't it, that? And there you go, there's a V6.
What is it that's in there? A 3 litre V6.
Oh, is it 3 litre this one? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a 2.5. Mint. Even better.
Yeah.
This little puppy's just turned up. Like a rally spec Volvo. Pretty interesting looking, isn't it? That's the back of it. Quite nice. So we've got this Octavia VRS. I used to have a soft spot for these, to be honest with you. I still quite like it. 1.8 turbo in these, if I'm right. Like, it could be a diesel one, I suppose, but the 1.8 turbos are pretty nice. And then we've got this thing. Who knows what these is? It's a Suzuki X90, I think. I'll go and have a look at the badge. They're a quirky little like 4x4 2-seat coupe thing that come on 3 spokes. Yeah, there you go, X90. Pretty quirky little thing, aren't they? So yeah, I thought I'd point out some of the differences between the 0.1 and 0.2 on the 997s. Well, I've got them here next to each other, so you can probably see slightly different headlight shapes. The fog lights are in a different position. All the front bumpers are actually a completely different shape, if you notice. So down the sides they're roughly the same, but the backlight look, I always think this looks like a Pagani wing mirror, whereas mine is very straight lines and stuff. And that's how you spot them from the outside, really. They're your main differences. Yeah, and then some of the other differences are basically the 0.2s came with a bit more power, but the main difference is on the autos. These came with a PDK, whereas these come with basically the old Tiptronic. So this is actually a 2.7 PDK car, or 2.9 rather, PDK car. Mine being a 3.4 manual on the old ones, but it's not bad. These are definitely, these come with like, they don't get the same sort of issues like IMS and bar score and this, that and the other. Even though you know my opinion, bar score is basically a myth anyway. And I don't worry about it, but that's basically your differences between your 0.1s and your 0.2s. Right, so that's it. Look, I'm at the petrol station. I'm on my way home. And like I say, it wasn't the busiest Cows and Coffee I've ever been to. We weren't there that long, and it is what it is, but oops, radio turned itself on. And that's about it really, not much to tell you, so might go somewhere a bit better next time, maybe we don't, who knows what we do, you never know, do you? So thanks for all of the recent likes, subscribes and what have you that's come to us lately. I appreciate it. We're nearly at 500, which means we can monetize the channel a bit, start doing a bit more. I'm going to try and do a feature with Chan's car next time, I think, because it's an interesting car that. It's also potentially for sale. If anyone wants to offer in the region of 30 grand, send us a message and I'll pass your details on. But I'll get the full spec of it and everything. But it's like 450 horsepower or something. Chan don't mess about with his cars, he's spent a fortune on it. All the best stuff, this and the other anyway. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. Keep an eye out on Auto Trade or whatever. And that's it. More likes, more subscribes. Do whatever you've been doing because it's paying off. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.